This is their brand, and it's filled with rocks. Their potting mix is filled with rocks. They are weighing their soil down with rocks. Like, it's there. So... Hi guys, welcome back to Sam's Life with a Husky. There is dust on that camera, so I hope it's not showing up on here. Anyways, today is Friday, April 19th, and I am out here with some exciting news. So first of all, I do have radishes coming up. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a plant update video. We are going to up pot some things and start some things. So let's start with the outside stuff because I'm a little concerned, but also a little overjoyed. So let's get started. First of all, the grass is growing like a weed because of all of the rain we're getting. I'm actually a little concerned with all the rain that we're getting because it's raining almost every single day. And it's not really giving the ground a chance to dry out, which could be concerning. It is a bit breezy, so yeah, you might hear that. First thing that I am doing today is I am putting my lettuce out here to harden off. I'm a little worried about putting it directly out here. Because I did not have it off of the heat mat. I have to turn the heat mat off today. So I'm just going to have it out here for a couple hours to get some indirect sunlight because as you can see, we are overcast. The sun is somewhere in that vicinity, I think. I don't know. But this is my lettuce. So this is the butter crunch that I had to resow. And you can see I have a baby butter crunch right there. And I have a baby butter crunch right there. That guy is late. But this butter crunch is rocking it. I might actually harvest a little bit off of this because it is so big. My romaine, I have had no issues with. So now I know for a fact that the last 2 years that I've tried lettuce, the light was not close enough to my soil. And they were just extremely leggy, and that's why they failed. So we are going to let these harden off today for a couple hours, take the heat mat off of them, and possibly put them out tomorrow or Sunday into the green stalk. We are heading to the green stalk next. Dun, 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 dun. And we have happy birthdays in order. Hello, little radishes. We have radishes coming up on every tier so far. So happy birthday to all the radishes. The carrots have not come up yet, which makes me, they take a little longer, so I'm not super concerned. But if we come over here, I don't have a single carrot up. And I think it's because of all of the rain. It might be this soil. I am actually very unhappy with this soil. It could be the soil, but it's been, look at this stone. I didn't see this until it started drying out. Stone. Lowe's, stop weighing down your bags with gravel. Look at this stone. I am pulling stone. Look at that piece. That is a piece of stone. That's the size of my thumbnail. So if you're wondering, Lowe's is weighing down their bags with stone. Look, there's another piece. That's stone. I got my potting mix from Lowe's this year because I wanted to try it out. And look at all that. That's just from the top layer, guys, and there's more. So I am very unpleased with the soil from Lowe's. This is their brand, and it's filled with rocks. Their potting mix is filled with rocks. They are weighing their soil down with rocks. Like, it's there. So, not too happy. Like, I understand the mulchy part of it. I really do, but those are straight rocks. So the carrots are not doing well. There's that update for you. We are doing pretty good on this front. My Brussels sprouts, if you can see, they have a little pest damage, but it's only the very bottom leaves. So I'm not super concerned about it. I'm actually gonna go over there in a few minutes and just pluck those leaves off because they're just damaged. They got a little wind whipped, but other than that, they are good. And the onions are doing fantastic, minus that one day of them being disturbed by the squirrels. I think that was because the soil had been disturbed and the squirrels could hear and smell all of the bugs. They are doing great. So now let's head inside and we're gonna up pot some tomatoes because they are in desperate need of turning into bigger pots. All right, guys, there they are. These are my tomatoes. I have 3 different tomatoes in here. I have beefsteak, cherry, and then a golden nugget cherry. And as you can see, some of them have 2 in here because I double sowed, which I'm glad I did because, yeah, they desperately... I double sowed every single one, and you can see not every single seed came up. So we are going to up pot these into bigger pots to make them happy. And I will either give the extras to my neighbors or plant them around the house somewhere in old potting pots that aren't being used, so we can utilize all the tomatoes. And then we'll give the fruit to our friends. Okay, forgive me guys while I do this because I'm doing one at a time, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do this. And that way you know what I mean when I say I'm doing all of these things. Sound like a plan? So I'm gonna start with my beef steak, and these might not be very easy to get out. I had a problem with the onions, but the onions, they weren't as root bound as I think these are going to be. So we'll see, but we're going to pop them up. I stuck my finger in the bottom, as you can see, popped it up, and I'm going to very carefully pull this whole thing out of here without cutting my finger. Ow. My goodness. Now, I don't know if you guys can see as the dirt falls off, but it is quite root bound. So I'm going to set this guy aside because I want to pull the other one out as well. Just going to set you right here, bud. And because, yes, he may be by himself, this guy right here, but he does need to get up potted because this pot is going to be too small for him because, as you can see, his roots have filled out already. So I pulled them out. Now, since he's by himself, he's just gonna put his happy little butt over there until I get him a pot. Now this one, it is a double stalk. So I'm gonna carefully break this soil up just a little bit, and I'm just very gently doing this, guys, because I don't want to completely damage these roots, and I also don't want to get dirt everywhere. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab onto them and just carefully pull them apart while I'm loosening these roots. And I kind of try and help it. I want them to have as many of the roots left as possible. So we're really trying to be gentle here. Sometimes it doesn't work. Let go of the other plant. Thank you. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you aren't able to save the roots because they grew so close together. But I did this last year and I was able to do it. Sometimes you gotta just shake it a little bit. See, there's a root right there. I can see it. And I think these two are bound together. I really do. This might not work, So I'm just carefully, oh, I got it. I got the first step. They are coming apart. See that? I know I'm at a weird angle, guys. Dun da da! And we have roots separated.
Sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out.
All right, we did it. This needed to be done last week. So you guys did notice that I took some leaves off, which is fine. And I found this little guy. He was stuck right next to one of the other cherries, so I ended up with 3 of each. So, if you guys remember, I put 2 tomato seeds of each variety in each hole. So that means I had a 50% germination rate, which actually is not bad because of the fact that those seeds were like 2 to 3 years old each, except for the golden nugget. The golden nugget I got last year. But I wanted to make sure I had tomatoes. Tomatoes take a little longer to get started. It's better to put them in the ground when they're bigger. Now, you'll also notice that I buried them fairly deep in these pots. That is also okay. They will develop roots along that entire stem that I buried, and it will actually make the plant stronger. Now, you will notice that some of these have some curling on them. That is actually probably because of a nutrient deficiency, because they were in those little 2-inch cells, 1.5 to 2-inch cells for too long. So once they realize they have all this room and all this nutrition, they are going to be very happy. Now in about a week, I am probably going to hit these guys with some fertilizer, just to give them an extra boost because of the fact that they are using what's in the pots. And this soil, it is fresh soil from this year, but this is the soil I used for the onions. So it's not 100% fresh soil, but the onions were only in there for a month and a half. The soil should still have some nutrition left, so that's why I used the soil again. I don't want to waste it. So if you guys have watched this far, you have seen me pot my tomatoes, and in approximately a month, they will probably be going outside. Like I said, it's April 19th. Now, if you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a 15-20 minute video. I think there's going to be one section that I'm going to speed up and I'm going to sound like a chipmunk, so feel free to laugh. That's how I re-listen to my videos to edit them, to make sure I did everything right. I listen to them in 2 times speed, so I sound like a chipmunk. So feel free to laugh. I am going to make dinner. I feel accomplished for the day, but I'm not done. I am going to start some seeds tonight, as long as the bestie doesn't want me to come see her after dinner to have some chat time, because she just got home from surgery, but I have a feeling she's going to be sleepy with all of the medicine they have her on. So if you have watched this far, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you guys in that next video.